Now, I don't know if you agree with this, but winter entertaining is casual entertaining. And what better way to share a meal with family and friends than with a fondue? With all the do's and don'ts for your fondue party, our lifestyle expert, Shoana Jensen. Of course you would know about fondue.
Oh, I love fondue. I really do.
It's special.
Oh, all this rhymes. I love fondue. I really do.
I really do. And you're a little poet too, right?
Yeah.
You know what? There's something special about it because it's the sort of thing where you don't invite people over that you don't like and do fondue. You're going to be there for a while. It's going to be kind of intimate. You're sort of getting in there with each other.
Yeah.
So like each other.
Yes.
And it's cozy.
Intimate but casual.
Intimate but casual.
And that's why I like fondue. There is no pomp and circumstance to it. It's very, very easy. Almost all of it can be prepped ahead of time, so you don't have to worry about that. And we fondued as a kid. Like, I've been doing it since I can remember and always have and just love it.
So fancy. As a child, you were doing the fondue.
No, it's because we're from like an area where snowmobiling, skidooing, and skiing and all that stuff was really popular. So you go spend the day out in the cold. Yeah. And then you come back to fondue.
Come to this.
Hot belly full of cheese? Yes, please. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay,
so,
all right.
So there's all sorts of different types and sizes of fondue, pots and sets, different materials. So for those that aren't familiar with, maybe they've inherited a set and don't know what to do with it, or aren't familiar with what, let's show you the world of fondue.
The options,
So let's start with ceramic.
Okay.
So all of these sets here, the little ones, this one here, and this one, they're all made of ceramic. Ceramic is really good for chocolate.
Okay.
So there's basically, maybe I should start. There's chocolate, there's lots of types of fondue out there, but the basics ones are there's chocolate fondue, there's cheese, there's broth, and there's oil. Although I caution anybody against oil, it's pretty kind of scary to be dealing with fire and oil.
Totally.
But if you know what you're doing, then that's another one out there as well. And then there's all sorts of offshoots from that, but those are the basics. So ceramic is really good for chocolate.
Yep.
Figured we'd start there. It's in your wheelhouse, and it's also good. It can also be really good for cheese.
Okay.
And so the main reason is ceramic will conduct heat quickly. Chocolate's very fragile to work with heat and stuff like that. So you don't want to blast a ton of heat on it because it's going to burn your chocolate in a blink of an eye.
That's right.
So these little guys are really, really cute for small desserts. Like this one, I think is a really great dessert size. And if you notice down here, it's actually a tea light. It's a little tiny candle. Here, I'll just pull it out.
So that makes it super easy.
It makes it super easy, not scary at all, not intimidating. And its reason why it's a tea light is because it's very low in heat. So it's just enough to keep that chocolate in that liquid form. Yeah. I like this one. It's really cute. It's like a mug, and it's really shallow. This one's from Swiss Mar.
Oh, nice.
And it's got the tea light in the back. And I thought that was really cute watching, with your girlfriend watch The Bachelor or a little date night coming up or whatever you want. You want to dip your little nishi-nosh in chocolate. That's cute.
Yeah, you got your fruits, your strawberries, your chocolate. You're good with that.
Exactly.
This one's beautiful.
I really like this one because it's from Swiss Mar as well, and I like it. It's a Lazy Susan. Yeah. Of course, it's really good for chocolate because it has this down here. But let's think outside the box. Maybe a warm dip will go in here, and veggies would go in here. So you don't have to just be only about fondue. Think of reasons what this in your life you could have.
Use it for
other
whatever
purposes
you need it
for. Yeah. Now this one is also ceramic. We're getting into a little bigger. We're getting into the bigger heat source, which I'll get into these in a minute. This is ceramic, and this is good for cheese because it's shallow and wide. Okay. Now this is a lot of chocolate, and all the power to you if it is. Yeah. But you have to keep the heat low if you're doing a cheese because you're going to burn the cheese. Okay. Got it. Now ceramic as well. This one is Swiss Mar.
It looks old school.
Oh, it's so vintage and so gorgeous, and it's the same thing. So don't get thrown off by the different look. This is for a nice big party. You're doing 6, 8 people in this. Yes. You could easily do a broth because it's nice and heavy, heavy, heavy. You could do a broth in this. Yeah. So we're going over to cast iron here, and this is the cast iron family. This one's by Le Creuset, the flame orange. I love it. Cast iron, very, very heavy duty. This little grill on the top, if you can see that, it's got a place to hold, the fondue forks. But it's actually a splatter guard as well. So if you're doing the oil or you're doing a broth, then you don't want it to splatter. If you're doing a cheese one, which you can do in the cast iron as well, then you don't need that splatter guard. You can just take it off. You can have it either or. It's nice to have a place to lean your forks though.
These are good and substantial too.
Very substantial. So that one's a nice size as well. This one is by Cuisinart. I liked it because it is a smaller, you don't always have to have that much cheese. If you just have 4 people, or if you're having it on a buffet.
Yes, and it's just part of it.
Yeah, and it's part of it. You can just do that.
Okay.
For this one, it's also the cast iron, and I love the styling of it. I love it how it's got the handle by Swissmar. I love that it's got the heavy-duty cast iron base as well.
Yeah.
Now, and the matching forks. I just like the styling of this one, but also think outside the box. Like, what if you had chili? You were doing a buffet and you had something hot like a chili.
You could use that.
You could totally use this to keep that. It's like you know what chafing dishes are or something like that. It can basically take the place of something like that with your entertaining.
Okay, nice.
And cast iron's amazing for pretty much all fondues because the heat is distributed really evenly.
Lovely.
Does that make sense?
Yep, totally makes sense.
Okay, so then we're getting into stainless steel. So this one is really great with stainless steel. Talk about great for a buffet because it's got all these little serving dishes that you could taco bar, you could put your taco meat in here and put all your taco toppings or something. So it's really great. It's stainless steel, conducts heat quickly.
Yes.
So you want to be sure you're monitoring it. Yeah.
Okay.
I love this one because it's copper. Copper is so hot right now with all the metals.
This to me caught my eye right away. I just think it's so beautiful.
Isn't it just
I'm
gorgeous?
into that hammered copper now. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, Swissmar. This one by Trudeau. I'll put the sources of every single one of these on the website.
Yep.
Now I wanted to talk about the heat elements. So these are the ones they have the little cap over the top of it. That's to snuff out the fire completely.
Yeah.
This little thing, if you can see me turning this, I'm not sure if they're gonna see how the holes are there, and then slowly they get covered up.
Yep.
That's to monitor or to give more heat or less heat out.
Got it.
You get it? So this is actually your thermostat
so
that
you're
actually
controlling
using.
the temperature in there.
It is. So whatever's in here, you don't want your cheese to boil, for example, or stick or burn. Now this one by Trudeau is a 3-in-1. So if you're not sure what to get, this has got the stainless steel insert.
Yeah.
It also comes with the ceramic insert. So you're doing, and then you've got your forks. And then Cuisinart has put out an electric one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, these are really good for buffets. Again, excellent. You got a very precise temperature mode on this.
Yeah.
Just be careful of the cord. So you're not draping that from a dining table across if you've got pets or children or
Is that considered cheating by the purists?
I don't judge.
Okay, fine. Just and then you know you got the right temperature.
It is. And for those, there's lots of little fuel capsules that you can get. These are actually gels, so they're they're quite safe. I wanted to show this little accessory because it's a little net. If someone loses their piece of bread, you can scoop it out.
It happens.
I know, it happens. Actually, there's a tradition that first person to lose their piece of bread has to buy drinks for the whole table.
Oh, I like that
is actual, it's real tradition. And then Trudeau, I mean, lots of brands, but these are from Trudeau, and they're fondue plates. So you'd have your different meats or cheeses or what have you, or your sauces for dipping. And then if you're someone who loses things, you can always get replacement forks.
Oh, nice.
They're for sale everywhere, so you don't have to worry about all the bits and pieces and not being able to.
And you know your color, and you stick to your color.
Yeah.
I'm the purple. Don't touch my purple, right?
Exactly.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.